Hi, I don't think I vlogged it today. We have a minor emergency on our hands. I think those pheromones did a really, they did a really, really bad thing. I think Nola stopped eating when I plugged them in because that bile that she keeps throwing up is a sign of an empty stomach. Now, it doesn't make sense for her to have, it's just too much of a coincidence because I looked it up and it said cats usually start throwing up bile 24 hours, about 24 hours after they have not had any food. And I've also noticed that what's in the litter box has been less over the past few days than it was before. I have seen Nola drink out of the fountain in the room. I have seen her eat out of that bowl before I plugged in the pheromone things. So now, just like humans do when we're sick, or for whatever reason, if we stop eating, then it's a lot harder for us to eat again. So here's what we're doing. She did eat 2 treats out of my hand, so that's at least something, but she doesn't want to eat any of the food in there. So I called the vet. The vet said that tomorrow morning, if I need to, I can still take her in from, I can try to get her in at 8:45, but they don't know when I would be able to actually get in with her. So it's kind of a big toss-up right now because we don't know when she would actually, I'm supposed to meet my friend Lauren tomorrow. I know Lauren will totally understand if I have to push back or whatever, but they said if I get there around 8:45, they usually try to see those people in sooner rather than later because they're, kind of there just on an as-needed basis. But I am hoping, since the pheromones have been unplugged for less than 24 hours, I'm going to the store to get her some wet food. I'm going to the store to get her that because if she is dehydrated and maybe that's something that smells really good to her, we're gonna try that. I think I'm gonna close her. I don't know what I'm gonna do because part of me wants to close her in the office because since I have food out for them constantly, I can't really tell who is eating what. But the only reason that she would be throwing up bile and not food is if there is no food in her stomach. So I need to solve this sooner rather than later because she needs to be eating and drinking. So hopefully this will solve it because I really, really, really do not want to have to put her in a carrier because that is, pardon my French, it is hell every single time, even if she is lethargic. It's awful. So anyway, it's a time. So going to the store, trying to fix it with that. If not, we will be going to the vet in the morning. I was terrified at first that it was because of Olive, but it makes no sense that she would all of a sudden be stressed by Olive over a week after, we're almost at 2 weeks since she's been here, and this started about, 2 to 3 days ago, 4 days ago. So for an entire week to be eating totally normally and having no issues like this, and then all of a sudden for it to start right after I plug in the pheromones, there's no way. So I'm attributing that that's what it's to. I'm hoping that's what it's to, because if it's not, I don't know. I don't know what it would be. If it would be Olive, then I'm like, why were we fine for a week? And what the heck am I even supposed to do? I'm very stressed, but I'm hoping this will solve the problem. So, good sign, Nola. I got these that I've seen, the Temptations puree with chicken. So these are 89% moisture, which if she's dehydrated, that's what especially she needs. So she ate one of those right out of my hand as soon as I brought it up to her. So that's great. I'm waiting an hour and a half, so 6, and then I'm giving her another one. Or giving her one of the cans of food that I got, just because she needs to get that moisture back. Her eyes are looking better. She's sitting in a less uncomfortable looking position. But I'm definitely I'm going to text my friend Lauren and be like, hey, just a heads up, this is what's currently happening. I might have to go to the vet tomorrow morning. If that's the case, I might need to either push back our meeting or, hanging out or whatever. Nola's blanket is in the wash right now. So I'm also going to throw in the mat just because I cleaned up all the spots on the floor. So that way, if she does get sick again, I know where it is. But hopefully now that there will be, because I don't want her to eat too quickly. That's the thing. That's why I'm waiting. She hasn't gone down to eat any of the dry food, which is fine because once again, not really solely what we're focused on. So yes, I really, really, really hope we can avoid the vet. I think if we continue on this path, we will be, because if she eats, which she is, out of my hand, we're on the right path. Because if she was really feeling sick, really not feeling well, still feeling stressed, still feeling anxious, she would probably refuse the food from my hand. So that's why I'm almost debating at 6 to do another one of these, and then later on at like 7:30 do a do one of the foods, just so that way she is eating. I still don't know what I'm going to do about tonight, because I would like to know if she is eating the dry food. So I don't know if I'm going to close Olive in somewhere with me, because since I leave food out, they both eat out of both bowls. So I have no way of knowing who is eating what. But I would know if we stopped doing this and she started getting sick again, then I would know, okay, maybe she has a problem with the dry food. Something's going on. I did clean that bowl though, because that bowl was sitting right underneath one of the pheromone things. So I threw out the little bit of food that was left in it and washed it out with soap and water. So hopefully any of that scent will go away. We are just going to have a relaxing, chill night. We're going to sit and read. We're going to maybe watch some TV, whatever it is. We're going to relax and chill. She and Olive had another nose-to-nose touch that there was no hissing. There was no hissing. There was no growling. And that was great. So was it because Nola's just was feeling lethargic? I don't know. But hopefully it's further improved. They haven't had a nose-to-nose touch that I've seen in definitely not since the pheromones were plugged in. Not since then at all. I think the last one, they got really close on Monday, before I plugged them in. So they were doing really well that morning, and then I messed it up later in the day by plugging those in. So if we go the next few days and things even out and things continue to improve, and I do think it was because of the pheromones, I'm definitely going to leave a review on that and just be like, hey, not that this product didn't work, it obviously was working, but just a heads up, it can have the adverse effect on some cats. So just because I feel like there was not enough out there of people being like, hey, this can happen. We are definitely going to the vet tomorrow. Crap. Nola is just clearly she's not comfortable when she's sitting. She's not happy. Look, that's not comfy. I want to just take her now, but I can't. I can't take her now, even though, God, I want to. Okay, so Nola seems to be doing a little bit better. Still gonna take her in tomorrow. So I'm setting my alarm for like 7:25, because my friend Caitlin will be here around 7:30 to help me get her to the vet. So I might do 7:15 instead. Oh my God, there's a tiny frog outside on the window of my front door. Anyway, I'm sleeping out here on the couch tonight. At least that's where I'm gonna start. The only thing I thought of is I want to make sure that that's not actually gonna make Nola more uncomfortable. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I'm heading to bed. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. All my social media is in the description. Love you all.